morning, we're here down at the park again. Just want to introduce you guys to myself, Glenn, from Lonsdale Marine RV, and the new 2026 NDC caravans. So basically moving into 2026, we made some changes. The beauty about NDC caravans is us as repairers can have a lot of input into the way they build the vans. So there's been constant evolving and changes of what they do with feedback from us. 2026 vans are going to have composite floors and a composite no wood internal ply. Now, from a repairer's point of view, this is going to save a lot of people a lot of stress moving forward, because the one thing that the old free mill timber plies didn't like was water. The moment they got water on them, they separated and fell apart. So this now stops that. Not saying you get a leak in your caravan, but if you do, this stuff's next level. 19'8" Westbourne couples van. So we've done some other internal changes which we'll show you later, but basically it's still the same van external. Great couples van. This is our biggest selling caravan. Sells 2 to 1 everything else. Space, comfort, easy to tow with nearly every 4-wheel drive on the market. It's just a great selling caravan. So we're going to walk you through it. So we used to have just a little small lift lid toolbox on these. We've upgraded them to 3-box, so you can get your fridge in this side, Weber barbecue, whichever you choose. Your gas bottles are in the middle. The other side, you've got another slide out, which we'll go around to in a sec, for your generator or wood box or whatever you want to use it for. We've got our standard water tap on the front, jockey wheel and clamp as usual, your DO35 hitch, your rated chains, and your electric brake switch, which is pretty standard on nearly all the vans. On the other side here, you've got your sway control. So it comes standard with sway control. You don't have to add it on. There's not much you'll have to add to this caravan. Moving around to this side, like I said, we've got your little generator slide. You can build a box on that, put wood in. Mine, I've got charcoal and all that sort of stuff for cooking. It's all tucked away in there. It's nice and neat. And like I said, gas bottles in the middle, your gas regulator, and not to forget your gas warning sticker. Everyone should familiarise themselves with that. Roadside of the van, we've got your circuit breaker and 240 inlet, your 15 amp, and your through tunnel boot. This is one of the little changes we're making. So your electrical equipment charges in here. We've stuck with all the Victron gear. It's on a board. In here, we can add to that through the tunnel boot and into under the bed, and add solar, add more lithium, and add in inverters if you require. So we're trying to make that process a lot easier to do as an aftermarket add-on. 200 amp hour lithium battery. That box is big enough that we can put a 340 lithium battery in. We're running 15-inch rims, alloys, single shock, semi-off-road suspension trailing arm, which is pretty standard for the Westbourne. Mains water inlet to water filling tank taps underneath. So as all the vans you've seen, we've taken out the external water fillers, grey water tank outlet, the cassette toilet, and your hot water service at the back. As usual, we've got 4 drop down legs, stabiliser legs on each corner, your rear bar, which is a 3-arm, spare wheel, LED traffic lighting. So your traffic lighting is all LED around the van, rear view camera, spotlight, and the external shower just there. So again, on the door side of the van, we've got the global awning. Really like these awnings, they're really good. They've taken the best of the Carefree and Dometic awnings and made their own using those designs, and it's a pretty stable, good awning. Usual door. It's had a slight upgrade for 2026. A little bit different lock, a little bit better. It's got the pull down blind on it now, which is a better blind. You'll see that when you go inside better later. LED handle. That's a blue light, so it's nice at night. Did mention the 15-inch alloy rims, but we've colour coded them to the van. That's all aluminium, nice and solid. And your TV and 240 volt outlets there. You've got a couple of awning lights, speakers up nice and high so you get your stereo ambience if you're into your music, and the other side of your tunnel boot. We've got your gas bayonet and hot and cold water. The hot and cold water and gas bayonet allow you to put in a pull-out kitchen aftermarket. So that's pretty much the external of your van. Nothing major has changed, it's just a few little 2026 upgrades, which just make it a little bit easier and nicer to use. And we'll move on inside. So bed end of the caravan, we've got your queen size pillow top mattress as usual. Good overhead size lockers. We've got hanging space with removable cubby lids, so you can hang your longer clothes in or just get access into there to all your power points. There's 240 12 volt points inside. Your usual undies drawer and a little cupboard at the bottom. Above that you've got your hatch, LED lighting. You'll probably never use the LED lighting, it's so bright. 12 volt fan for the bed or for the seating. Centered, pretty easy to use. Moving the equipment into the tunnel boot, make sure that we leave all this under bed storage for you guys to use, unless we put in a diesel heater. So we used to get them to leave the TV point off. TV point's here so you can watch it in bed and at the seating. They've now actually put it in the lowest, furthest away position in the corner, which is great. We're happy about that. So I just wanted to run with, these are my colour choices for this particular van. And we thought we'd just run with some gold taps and handles to see how they come out. And I think the gold's really special. It looks really good. We've also run with the new 4-way Swift cooker. So you got the cooktop, all gas, grill, and then the bottom is a combination microwave air fryer oven. So that's pretty new to the market. Came out late last year, so we've put one of them in. We'll see how people like them. This is part of the electrical change. What used to be in this cupboard against the wall, everyone complained that they thought they couldn't use that cupboard. That's now an open cupboard. All of what was in there has been compacted into here. So your fuses, your switches, your hot water service switch, your tank gauge, into this little cupboard here with your radio antenna just outside on the wall. So we can access all of this stuff now in one spot to fix anything that may need fixing. So that was one of the things we put to NDC, and they've changed your radios now here instead of in a cupboard somewhere else. It's on the end wall here. Pantry, got your little pull-out pantry. You can opt to have that as an external door here and access it from the outside. We've got good under sink space. And a stack of 4 drawers, all with soft close runners. All good. We've run again with the Gree air conditioner. They're relatively low power source, good little air conditioners. I think they're about 3,400 watts cooling, so they're pretty reasonable. And relatively quiet, which is good. So we're just seeing how they turn out for customers, and it's another option away from the Dometic Fresh Jet. So seating wise, we tend to go away from the cafe seating because this one person that sits here has always got to sit with their legs up on the seat to look at the TV. If you're stuck in your van for 3 hours due to bad weather, hot or cold, it gets a bit too much at times. So we opt with the L-shaped lounge. There's a massive amount of overhead cupboard space here. The telescopic table moves in every direction. You've got the cushion to go on top of it when it goes down, so it can be used as a bed for one of the grandkids or someone that you want to take with you. All the cupboards have these, overhead cupboards have the metal off-road latches. Always have done. Great little lounge. You got nothing under the bed but storage. In through there, or in under the seat, there's a lid. You store all of your wine in there. You can go months with the wine you can store in that space. There's a little cupboard here. Screens, all aluminium framed. They don't warp and fall off the wall. Flat blinds so they can be cleaned. And small mesh screens, so probably one of the best on the market to try keep out midgies. This is something new for 2026. We were using a little 180, 179 litre compressor fridge, but it didn't have antifreeze in it, so the back of the fridge was freezing. This is a new sheer 270 litre. We're going to give these a go. They're a compressor fridge. Huge amount of freezer space in there. 2-year warranty on the fridge, 270 litres. We'll see how they go. Our ensuite, laundry hamper this side as usual. 240 volt power on the side, so you get plenty of power. You got your washing machine in here. So laundry hamper to the washing machine. Gold taps again, gold handles, shaving cabinet. I'll take my head off, linen press. So you got everything, and as you all know, I'm a slim little guy and I've got room to move on the toilet, which is important. There's room for me to get into the shower, so we'll jump in the shower. I can get in, so I'd say most people can. And I've got relatively good shoulder room. Nice space, nice room, comfortable caravan for nearly every couple. So 2026, some new things. The new little electrical cupboard, different positioning of a couple of things for electrical to free up cupboard space up here for people. That's feedback from shows, changes by us. Flooring, composite flooring, this is a new one around. It's been tested, it's going well. Composite walling, so you can have a composite internal ply, composite floor, single piece fiberglass roof. I think we've pretty much covered most of it as standard to reduce the risk of water damage. That's our constant aim throughout building caravans, is to reduce the risk of water damage. So all the other little bits and pieces are just done for you to have a better holiday. So if you want to check out this caravan, it'll be in at the up and coming caravan and camping show from the 25th of February to the 1st of March. Or you can come down to the yard after and have a look at it, 30 Donegal Road, Lonsdale at Lonsdale Marine RV. Thanks for watching.